From shutting down tasteless jokes about people with Down syndrome,
to sit here and be like, wait a minute, let's bring it up and mock them. That's fucked up, dude. That's
to completely walking out on disrespectful hosts.
You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
These are the moments where comedians destroyed rude interviewers for 10 straight minutes. Gervais had a tense face-off with Joy Behar after she tried a playful jab about him being a germaphobe and started touching him.
Touching your germaphobe?
No, they said keep it quick, just go and sit down.
Oh, okay, so we can touch you?
Yeah, of course,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, wow, we just thought you were huggy.
Because you gave hugs the last time you were here.
I feel like a strippogram.
It's incredibly hypocritical that just moments after she and her co-hosts touched him without his permission, she had the nerve to call him sexist for one of his jokes.
Referring to Sex and the City 2, I said I was sure the Golden Globe would go to the team that airbrushed that poster.
Yeah.
A little sexist.
No, it's not. Why is it sexist?
Well, because you're saying that the girls are older and they need to be airbrushed.
No, I think they look great at their age.
Oh.
Why hide it?
Oh.
I don't think that you lose your sensuality or beauty because you hit 53. I'm saying, why are they hiding it?
Oh, I see.
The drama was just warming up. The hosts of The View kept pushing, attacking him for supporting masculinism, just because his show featured what he thought were the 4 best comedians who happened to be men.
No women comedians on that panel?
Who would you replace?
I don't know.
Replace or add?
No, because it was 4 people.
It's just 4 people.
Yeah, so who would you take off?
I wouldn't. I would just add.
There you go.
These are his favorites. He has the right.
That's when Gervais fired back with a sarcastic joke. One look at the hosts' faces tells you they weren't laughing.
And also, men are intimidated by funny women, so we didn't want them in the room.
Is that right?
That's a joke.
The tension kept building when Behar asked if Gervais thought women were funny. You could see his frustration, but he calmly shut it down with a thoughtful answer.
Funny. Do you think women are funny?
Of course, what's the difference? That's ridiculous.
It's a different sensibility.
Statistically, less women go into stand-up from what I've seen, so there's probably less to choose from.
Right.
But yeah, there are loads of funny women. I've worked with loads of funny women. Of course I have. There's loads of funny women here.
Speaking of comedy legends who don't take nonsense, let's look at Joan Rivers. She built her career on brutal fashion reviews, which led to one CNN interview that people still talk about years later.
Even with your fashion critiquing, while it's very mean in some ways, people can't wait to hear what you have to say. Really? But they also know that you have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Instead of dropping the subject, the interviewer kept pushing, causing Rivers to completely lose it.
But you did hear it in some of those press conferences. There were people who were upset, and you're just saying,
no, I'm going. I really am going, because all you have done is negative.
No.
All you have done is negative. I haven't heard that. I make people laugh for 50 years. I am put on earth to make people laugh. My book is funny. I wear fur that was killed 15 years ago. I work for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
are we serious?
While Rivers brought the heat, Jerry Seinfeld took a different approach when he perfectly dismantled a question about diversity in comedy with his signature sharp wit.
I have noticed that most of the guests are mostly white males of 22 episodes.
Yeah,
that
let's get into that.
No, but you
take a look over here, Peter. What do you?
But Jerry wasn't finished yet. As the interviewer awkwardly tried to double down, Jerry delivered the knockout punch.
It's just funny, you know. Funny is the world that I live in. You're funny, I'm interested. You're not funny, I'm not interested. Okay. And I have no interest in gender or race or anything like that, but everyone else is kind of with their little calculating, is this the exact right mix? You know, I think that's, to me, it's anti-comedy.
Seinfeld turns what could have been a defensive moment into something completely different. But for pure awkwardness, nothing tops Jim Carrey's existential meltdown at New York Fashion Week in 2017.
There's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
It was obvious that Carrey was in his own world, but interviewer Kat Sadler kept trying to get things back on track. The actor wasn't having any of it.
Well,
They say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons.
in icons?
Boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now.
Carrey finished the strange exchange with a line that left Sadler completely speechless.
None of this is real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Okay.
And while Jim Carrey dismissed Fashion Week as meaningless, comedian Russell Brand took a more direct approach when he fired back at hosts who he felt disrespected him with their weak introduction.
Author and host of the show Brand X, Russell Brand.
As if that dismissive intro wasn't bad enough, another host then made a snarky comment about Brand's accent.
Because I believe people are very, very intelligent, but the information gets manipulated a lot, and people like to cause, fake stirs and stuff.
Funny, the accent, when I see him in person, it's totally fine. Forgetting Sarah Marshall or the TV show, it's fine. But on satellite radio in the car, I can't understand a single joke you say.
You can't understand it.
Can you? I think it's not listening to him, it's experience. It's just sort of taking it all in.
You are talking about me as if I'm not here and as if I'm an extraterrestrial. I'm from a country that's near.
That's when Brand completely took control of the interview, leaving the hosts totally flustered.
Who is Willie?
I don't know. Okay, Russell Brand.
Is this what you all do for a living?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm here
professional.
Okay, well, let me help you. I'm here to promote a tour called Messiah Complex. It's here for the people of America. I want the people of America to come and see me do stand-up. Go to russellbrand.tv where you can purchase tickets to see me. These people, I'm sure, are typically very, very good at their job. What is it? You're conveying news to the people of America.
Yes.
People of America, we're going to be okay. Everything's all right. These are your trusted anchors.
Out his hosts for their bad manners, but the tension between Shane Gillis and the hosts on the Flagrant podcast reached a whole new level. It started when the host compared Shane to a TikToker with Down syndrome.
Shane actually has been working out, dude. This is fucking crazy.
Let's see it. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Bro, you look good. Is this from West Point?
That actually is.
Oh, nice.
You guys, and you know what?
That's his rival's profile picture. Shane, can we click the video? I just want to hear the sound. I just want to hear the sound.
It's his Sue. It's his... Nah, you look great, dog. Congrats.
I don't think that's funny.
This hit home for Gillis, who has family members with Down syndrome, but the hosts still didn't back off.
But that's not me, so yeah. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get the joke. What are you saying?
Yeah, it's okay, dude.
Gillis reached his breaking point when the hosts laughed at a video of someone with Down syndrome dancing.
My guy's nice.
By the way,
that's wow.
These guys are awesome.
Yeah.
They're having fun.
Yeah.
For you guys to sit here and be like,
wait a minute.
Let's bring it up and mock them. That's fucked up, dude. That's a dude.
We're mocking you.
By using them as an insult.
Using?
Yeah.
We're using you.
So you're insulting them by saying I look like them? Or you're insulting me by saying I look like them?
This is you back in your victim thing.
No, I'm not being a victim. I'm saying the jokes you're doing is not, it's not like...
It's not PC?
That's not cool.
You know what's really great? Triggering?
You're making fun of these guys,
Gillis put those smug podcasters in their place, similar to how Bill Burr handled the always opinionated Bill Maher.
I just think it's gauche. But yeah.
You go again with the big words. What does gauche mean? I've heard the word.
It means great in French.
Gauche? No, it doesn't.
No.
Maher couldn't hide his superiority complex, constantly trying to one-up Burr instead of having a real conversation. But Burr made sure to land the perfect comeback.
The Beatles stink.
I can always talk Beatles, and yes, they always, one reason they are prima inter pares among rock gods is that they...
I've never heard all of those words. Was that 3 words? Was that 2 words?
That's Latin for first among equals.
Don't you save that for your parties when you're wearing your smoking jacket? I'll tell you, that Bill Maher is really smart. He is really well read. He just said prima paravardis.
Prima inter pares.
Inter pares.
You know what? I'm not the bad guy because I know more. Okay, can we just get
That's
that?
right. Don't
can
make
we just
me, don't make
Chiron
me,
that?
exactly.
I'm not the bad guy because I know things. I apologize.
You should say, I'm sorry, I'm not stupid, Bill. That's what you should have said.
Things got even more heated when Maher brought up the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, only for Burr to challenge him directly.
You heard what's going on college campuses these days?
I don't watch the news.
You don't realize that college campuses erupted with the kids demonstrating for Hamas? They are in with the terrorists?
No, they were for the Palestinians.
Well, it's sort of the same cause. Why, are you?
I'm on the side of the kids.
Maher kept pushing, but Burr stood his ground and wasn't backing down.
Yeah, that's easy to say. You know, no one wants to see kids dead. This is a war.
That was very brave of you to say that.
This is a war. No, I'm the one who's actually brave on this.
Pat yourself on the back.
It's easy to say I'm for the kids. Who's not for the kids?
Well,
it comes down to real hard-nosed decisions. Like a country.
Stop talking like you're a general.
A country got attacked. Israel got attacked.
I'm not saying that they didn't have a right to go back. I'm just sitting there going like, how do I look at what?
They're the only country in the world that they get attacked, and then as soon as they counterattack, it's like, well, we got to stop this shit now. Don't attack them. There's a very simple solution to all this problem in the Middle East. Stop attacking Israel.
Hey, you
Stop
just solved
attacking
it.
Israel.
By the end, it was clear that Burr had enough of Maher's huge ego and decided to shut him down with some brutal responses.
Go to Russia and the Ukraine. How do you solve that one, Bill? Let me hear your hard-nosed decision about that. Well, let me ask you a question. How is war still legal? With all this shit that's been canceled.
Legal.
Why is that still fucking legal?
Would you like a real answer to that? Because for something to be illegal, you have to have the capacity to enforce it. And you can't enforce against war, or else you have to go to war with the country that's going to war. And we don't want to go to war with Russia over Ukraine. What would be the sense of making it illegal? Oh, that's really going to stop Putin. No. To stop people from going to war, you have to also put boots. This is not your thing.
Make some hard-nosed decisions.
This is my
It's not your thing. It's what you.
That is my thing.
It isn't your thing.
This is not your thing.
You're like that guy that has a fantasy football team and thinks he's a fucking GM.
No.
That's exactly what it is. Like, why am I fucking listening to you like you've done something? What have you done in Washington? Nothing.
No, I would never go to Washington.
While Burr stayed relatively calm, Cat Williams had a completely different experience with radio host Wanda Smith, where playful teasing quickly turned serious. It all started when Williams joked about Smith's cooking skills.
The years that she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you didn't.
Well, that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to, I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me does it say heat up water? That's the only step in broccoli, heat up water?
Simmer.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli? You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing.
However, the mood changed dramatically when Smith brought up Williams' past arrests, something he had specifically asked her not to mention.
Telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell. I've never been to prison.
You have
19 felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Calm down.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. No.
Feeling disrespected, Williams fired back with jokes that were downright hostile, making everyone in the studio uncomfortable.
If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Cat and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise.
But that's when things got surprisingly dark. That evening, Wanda's husband supposedly confronted Williams at a comedy club, allegedly pulling a gun on him during the fight. The Williams incident took things to a whole new level of tension, but the next one is where Tiffany Haddish really put a reporter in their place. Haddish got backlash for her response to a reporter's question on the 2023 Met Gala red carpet.
I'm not wearing a costume. I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana. It's called an evening gown, darling. This is not, no one's paying me for this. I paid for it. It's custom. Thank you.
The reporter was clearly thrown off, but Haddish wasn't finished, doubling down and making her point crystal clear. Her response caused a wave of criticism, with many feeling she turned a lighthearted moment into an uncomfortable confrontation.
For me right now, you look gorgeous.
This is not an acting gig. This is my life. This what fame look like. This what success look like. This what money look like. This what it look like. It's what it look like.